Have you ever noticed that some streetlights seem to burn brighter and last longer than others? Or why sometimes light fixture might fail much too early? Today, we're going to uncover some ways that lighting experts save time and money by making sure that high-pressure sodium lamps and their fixtures work properly right from the start. First, let's talk about why HPS lamps are so good. They're amazing because they produce lots of light, up to twice as much light as older types of lights like mercury vapor for the same amount of power. So you get more bang for your buck. They stay brighter longer. They hold on to their brightness better over time compared to other lights. And they last a long time. Their lifespan is really long compared to some of the longest lasting lights out there. All this means HPS lights are a fantastic value. But here's an extra value that's often overlooked. You can actually test them before you install them. This simple step can save you a lot of headaches and money down the road. So why bother pre-testing? Imagine a streetlight fails right after you've installed it. Someone has to drive out there, perhaps in a bucket truck, set up the equipment, remove the old lamp, put in the new one, and then drive to the next job. This spot replacement for one lamp is incredibly expensive in terms of time and labor. If you have a whole bunch of bad lamps or faulty fixtures, you could be doing this expensive replacement work over and over again. By spending a little time pre-testing a few lamps and fixtures, you can catch problems early before they become expensive headaches out in the field. Now let's walk through some of the pre-testing process, starting with the lamp voltage test. The amazing thing about HPS lamps is that their electrical voltage need slowly climbs higher as they get older. This voltage rise is completely normal. For the new lamp test, let's take a common 100 watt HPS lamp. When it's brand new, its operating voltage should be around 45 to 62 volts. This voltage usually settles down within 10 to 15 minutes after the lamp turns on. For the end of life, this same lamp is designed to work until its voltage reaches about 84 volts. That slow climb of 45 to 62 volts up to 84 volts usually takes about 6 years of normal operation. If the new HPS lamp, when tested, already shows a much higher voltage, say around 70 volts, even though it's brand new, that's a red flag. Experience shows that this lamp's voltage will climb much faster than normal. It's essentially born old and will have a dramatically shorter life. So if you find a brand new lamp testing at 70 volts, don't install it. It's a prime candidate for early failure and expensive spot replacement. Get rid of it. These specific voltage numbers are based on ideal conditions. A slight variation of 2 to 3 volts, so a new 45 through 62 volt lamp might actually be fine between 42 and 65 volts, is usually okay and won't hurt the lamp life. It's the big jump, like to 70 volts, that indicates a problem. The second part of pre-testing is picking your test group, or smart sampling. You actually don't need to test every single lamp and fixture. The general rule for most situations, testing about 5% to 7% of your lamps or fixture supply is enough to catch problems. So when do you test 100%? If you're installing lights in a really expensive to reach location, like a high traffic roadway near an airport, replacing one lamp could cost hundreds of dollars. Then, testing 100% of them might actually save you money in the long run. For a smart sampling tip, when you pick your 5 to 7% for testing, make sure you choose lamps and fixtures from different batches or runs in your inventory. These batch numbers are usually on the cartons. Why different batches? Because manufacturers usually make mistakes between batches of products, not just with individual items. A change in raw materials, how it's made, or even a different worker inspecting things can lead to a whole bad run. If you only test one batch and it's a good one, you might miss out on a faulty batch lurking in your warehouse. If you find a problem, you can then test more of that specific bad batch. And the third part of the pre-installation inspection is the visual inspection. Before you even plug anything in, always give the lamps and fixtures a good visual inspection. Look for obvious damage or defects. For lamps, look for broken welds inside, bent parts that make the light tube look crooked, a loose screw base, broken internal mountings or electrodes, any white, chalky residue inside the bulb. This means that the vacuum seal is broken and the lamp is bad. For the fixtures themselves, look for broken lenses or covers, broken lamp sockets, bent or damaged housing, loose or broken screws, damaged electrical wires or components. Make sure the seals are good and the parts are lined up correctly. Check for smooth working hinges and latches. Look for any loose wires, kinks, frayed insulation, or damaged connections where the wires attach. Make sure all the little guards and clamps that the manufacturer designed are actually there. Any damage or missing parts on either the lamp or the fixture is a reason to reject it. Find out who's responsible for the damage and let them know. Once lamps and fixtures pass the visual check, then they are ready for the electrical voltage test we talked about earlier, or other specialized tests using a test bench for more thorough check of the entire system. By taking these proactive steps, especially that simple voltage test, you can ensure that the HPS lighting systems you install are high quality, will last their expected lifetime, and avoid costly headaches down the road. It's smarter planning for bright, reliable lighting. Thanks for listening.